Hi, I'm Chris Gabbitas, Artistic Director of Phoenix Chorale. Our first series in this 2025-26 season is entitled Draw on Sweet Night, and we've pulled together music from composers who are celebrating significant anniversaries or whose music is particularly apt for our title of Draw on Sweet Night. We're beginning with a real favourite by Josef Reinberger, his Abendlied. It just draws the audience beautifully into that lush sound world that we hope to continue creating throughout the whole performance. The rest of the first half is three trios of pieces by important composers celebrating important milestones. Giovanni Pierluigi da Palestrina is one of the greatest composers of all time, in my opinion, for voices. He lived during the 16th century. We're celebrating his 500th anniversary in 2025. And he was a master of imitative counterpoint. Each of the voices sings the same melodic line, but at a different time. And then the voices weave together in this absolute masterful, intricate patchwork or tapestry of sound. It creates an incredibly evocative scene, and it's a very, very emotional genre to sing. Alongside these, we have two more triptychs, one by the French composer Maurice Ravel, and the second by another Frenchman, Camille Saint-Saëns. Now, both of these composers are better known for their instrumental works, particularly Ravel with his orchestral and piano work, and Saint-Saëns as an organist and organ composer. But they're also really good at composing beautiful choral music as well. Ravel's three pieces were written during the 1910s, around the time of the First World War, and he wrote the text to these pieces himself, and they're very, very evocative as to his feelings and his opinions about the terrible conflict of the First World War, so much of which happened across the beautiful landscape of France, his home country. The music by Saint-Saëns was composed about 30 years earlier in the 1880s, and these pieces are real tone poems. They create a sort of impressionist environment as we look at the romance and the calm of the evening and the night. In the second half, we celebrate American composer Alice Parker, who would have been 100 years old in December of this year. Three pieces by her look to her roots in the Ozark region of America, and they're particularly diverse in the way that she composed them, but at the same time lyrical, melodic, but also with a really fascinating contemporary harmonic structure, which we think audiences are really going to enjoy. And then to finish, a little bit of jazz. English composer Sir John Rutter celebrates his 80th birthday this year, and he composed a set of birthday madrigals in turn, celebrating the 75th birthday of the composer and jazz legend Sir George Shearing, who was incredibly a blind pianist who worked with people such as Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, Nina Simone, pretty much anybody during that great American songbook period in the mid-20th century. Well, John Rutter wrote this set of 5 madrigals for George Shearing back in the 1990s, and they take Shakespeare texts and infuse them with a wonderful jazz soundscape to produce fun, energized, and really loving pieces, which we think audiences, again, are really going to enjoy. So, if I've whet your appetite, and I really hope I have, come and join us, Phoenix Chorale, on the weekend of 8th and 9th November. Matinee performances on the Saturday at Trinity Episcopal Cathedral, and on the Sunday, Camelback Bible Church. See you there for our performance of Draw On Sweet Night.